Hey guys, I'm at the first trailhead for the Lone Star hiking trail. I just registered, got everything in my pack, about to start hiking. Uh, Hopefully it goes well. It should be a 7-day hike and 96 miles. Hey guys, just left the trailhead, just a few hundred yards into it. I'm coming up right now to where it divides to the Little Lake Creek Loop and the Lone Star hiking trail. Today we're doing about 6 miles to a hiker camp. Now the guidebook doesn't really mention this camp, but the Lone Star Hiking Trail website does. So I'm curious to see what the condition is. Like I said before, got about a 7-day trip ahead of us. The longest day I think it's going to be about like 21 miles. Tonight, like I said, hiker camp. Tomorrow we're going to stay at the Stubblefield Recreation area. And not after that, it'll be Huntsville State Park. And then the last few nights will be all at hiker camps. Currently I have about 4 liters of water. Yeah, just under 4 liters. Last time I tried to hike this, I just did a 2-night hike and I only brought 3 liters with me. That was in September though, so it was really dry and it was really hard to find water. So I bought a 2-liter bladder this time and hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier. Yeah. It's currently about 3:20, so hopefully I will make camp here. Hopefully get to camp within about 2 hours. Open. Check in with you in a little bit. Hey guys, just a little bit after mile 1, and we got ourselves quite a blowdown. Now this was actually here back when I was here in September. So I'm curious, this was like the most hazardous blowdown I guess, but there was one that was a way bigger tree. So I saw on the Facebook page that it did a decent amount of trail maintenance. We'll see how much that actually means. But yeah, that's 3 trees right there. Is that 4? Yeah, 4 trees right there. All blown down into one. So far the trail's been pretty good. It's been nicely marked, nice and clear. About to just follow this little creek right here for a little bit, and I'll check back in with you later, guys. Hey guys, just at mile 2. Nothing a whole lot's really changed. Just the sun just did a patch where I had to walk through like a logging area. So the sun was just beating down on me pretty hard, but it's like 75 degrees out around that. So it's not too hot, but it's just the sun beating down on you like that. Makes you start to sweat a little bit, but nothing too bad. We're back mostly in the shade now. So I should be hitting a pond here in less than a mile. I'm not going to fill up there, just because last time I was there it was stagnant. I imagine it will be again. But yeah, 2 miles in. Hey guys, mile 2.5 in. This is the pond that it talks about, the first year-round water source that we're going to get. It's not terrible. Like, you can see the bottom of it, but it is pretty stagnant too, and there's a lot of little stuff floating on the top there. So I don't know if I would necessarily go for it, but especially just 2.5 miles in. But it is here if you need it. Took a little break, looked at the guide, and I'm just gonna get going on the trail again. So, see you a little bit. Hey guys, just past mile 3. Yeah, right now I'm really just following along this creek down here. It's probably about a 10 or 15 foot fall. If you were to fall down there, but there's not really any chance of that. But I saw 2 other creeks since the pond that had some stagnant water in them, which is already a lot more than I saw the last time I was here. So it really is getting me encouraged to think that I'll find a decent amount of water along the way. So hopefully I'll just kind of keep having that luck. And it's supposed to rain, I think morning of day 4 or day 3. Can't remember, but so hopefully water shouldn't be too bad this trip. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. So, but yeah, I'll check back in with you. I should be getting to, I think it's the second trailhead before I hit mile 4. Can't remember. But I'll check back in with you, whichever one comes first. Alright guys, so it was the trailhead. That was the first one. I think it's mile 3.4 I'm at. About to enter Little Lake Creek Wilderness section. This barbed wire snagged my backpack. Alright, good. Yeah, so this section's a little bit different from what I recall. It's just a lot like this, honestly. But it's nice and shaded right now. The soil composition too is a little bit different. Last time it was real slidey. Yeah. Alright, well I'll check in with y'all. Probably half a mile at mile 4. Hey guys, just between miles 3 and 4 here. This is the creek that I filled up in last time. This was the only really true water source that I had between here and Caney Creek, which is about around mile 12. It's spring fed, it's got a pretty good flow to it, about the same I had last time. So it's not too hard to fill up bottles here, but it'll take a little while. But it's not bad. Not bad. Hey, y'all just entered this boardwalk section. Should be relatively close to the next mile marker. Should be seeing it pretty soon. So far this wilderness section, the Kelly Wilderness, it's been pretty muddy. Not pretty muddy, but there's been a lot of mud on the trail, so it's kind of a good thing, which means it's going to be water. And I see a lot of water here too, which is nice, because last time I was here again there was no water. And also last time I was here, a lot of this had washed away from those storms, which would have been like in March or May 2015. Completely washed that whole bridge away. So, yep, doing pretty good though. Sun's starting to set. Pretty close too. But it's definitely cooled off a lot, which is nice. I'll get back to you later. Hey guys, I'm here at the camp. It's just a little bit off the trail, like 100 yards. Go up a logging road and you take a right. You'll find here. It's really not as big as the one that I've been to on the trail before. You could probably fit like 2 or 3, 4 tents here max. But it looks pretty undisturbed. That's pretty well marked to get here too. You're not really gonna miss it. But there's also a logging road up here that you could camp too. Yeah, so I'm just gonna set up camp real quick and I'll check back in. But this place even has like an impromptu fire ring. It's got a bench too, which is really nice. Wasn't expecting that. So I'll check back in later with y'all. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you can really see me or not. It got dark pretty quick. But I got my tent set up. I have a like thermal blanket thing underneath it. There's a ground sheet, got the sleeping bag, and my air mattress blown up. Just had dinner cooking. It's cooling off right now. I'm just kind of doing it on the bench over here. I tried real lightly to start a fire with some jar lint I brought. This didn't happen. I wasn't too selective on the tinder, so maybe next time. But I just kind of waiting for dinner to cool down. And probably the last thing I'll do tonight, as far as video wise, is this. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, morning of day 2. I'm here at mile 6.5 at a hiker camp. I don't know, it got about what I was expecting, 50 degrees last night, but I guess it was a lot colder than my bag can handle, so I wound up pulling out my other little emergency blanket thing. I have one as a little cover or floor liner, and then I brought the other one used as a blanket. So between the liner, the sleeping mat, my summer sleeping bag, and the other emergency blanket, it went pretty well. So and I slept with my beanie and my thermal top on. Then I just threw my jacket on when I got out of the tent. Cooking some breakfast now, some oatmeal. Should be done here pretty soon. Then we're gonna pack up. I gotta fix one small thing on my backpack, and then we should be off, hopefully, here pretty soon. Alright guys, well I finally ran into some of the first hikers of this trip. Like within 100 yards I got into two groups. One was just one guy, he was trail running it looked like. And the other one was like a family of four. So they might have been camping, they had packs on. So we'll see. But yeah, didn't see anyone yesterday. I heard someone this morning when I was making breakfast. But yeah, that's one thing I like about this trail is, at least last time I was on it and this time, you rarely run into people. At least in this western section. I don't know about the eastern one, but we'll find out, I guess. Alright. Should be coming into mile 7 here pretty quick. Or I just passed it, I don't know. But I have been going for about 15 minutes, so yep. I'll check in with y'all later. Alright y'all, mile 8 here. I must have missed mile 7. So I've been going at it for about 35 minutes so far this morning. Feeling good. Very nice weather. I bet you hit a sign here. This is where it meets the North Wilderness Trail. It's that way. It's like a shortcut. If you kind of want to skip miles like 4 through 8, I guess. So, or I guess 4 through 7. But yeah, it's a good morning so far. Just following this creek. It's got water in it. I don't need any though. Got about a liter left of drinking water, and I've got about another third of a liter left in my water bottle. So that should get me to Caney Creek, and then that filling up there, and that should get me to Lake Conroe. So check in with you in a little bit. Hey guys, mile 8.7. I'm at Trailhead 3, which is also a road crossing. It's moderately busy. You'll definitely hear cars as you approach. I saw one truck drive by when I was just looking at all the information. So, yep. See you later.